There's a war in Ukraine, as you know. As a result of that, Vladimir Putin has been shutting down the gas pipelines into the rest of Europe to apply pressure to Europe to ease up on the sanctions. Well, what does that mean for us as e-commerce sellers, and what are the opportunities that that creates for us for profiting from this crazy, crazy war that's happening in the Ukraine right now? Let me show you. What's going to be some potential products that are going to go nuts in Germany, which is probably, arguably, the most reliant upon gas coming out of Russia for heating. Okay, so let's just do Germany, just because it's also the biggest marketplace in Europe as well on Amazon. Ooh, hot water bottles. So have we got something? What's that we've got up here? Let's just pull up here. Solar hot water heating, says Dean. Cool. Let's just try that into there. So now we've got the German version of that. Let's just put it into here. Okay, so there are things available in those marketplaces in this particular category. Very, very interesting. I wonder if there would be opportunities there for those kind of things. Let's just have a look what Merchant Words tells us about that. While we're doing that, let's just try solar and see what comes up in Germany. Udis and Ugg boots. Who speaks German? Oh, power banks. Oh, interesting. So people wanting to store the power that they've made. Solar power banks. What's that on here? Oh, well, they're not actually that expensive. Not actually that good either. These are all 3D renders rather than actual product images. Have you noticed that? Nobody's actually showing a picture of a product. These are all 3D renders. A very, very simple way to stand out. Well, there's our first decent image. Very, very simple way to stand out in this market is simply to use a real photograph. Not difficult at all. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. What have we got? Electric blankets, Lecky blankets, as my mum used to say. Let's just try those. Doink. Oops. Half the battle is understanding exactly what you should be typing in, of course. Electric blankets. Now, here's an interesting one for you. If you were in Germany and you were more on the border with Ukraine and Russia than, for instance, I am here in Portugal, is it possible that you're going to be more stressed about what's happening in the Ukraine? Is that possible? A nod of head will suffice. What blanket purports to be a blanket for people who are stressed? What blanket purports to be for people who are stressed? Weighted blankets. I wonder if a weighted, heated blanket would do well in a time of cold and also a time of stress like that. Kevlar blanket. Yeah. A bulletproof one. Yeah. I wonder if that would work, like weighted electric heating blankets. They typically go underneath you, don't they? But one that goes on top of you, oh, there you go. One's on top of you. Electric blanket, kind of cool. Camouflaged weighted blanket. I kind of like that. Oh, I know, but, you know, so you lose a few kids, John. No, I'm fucking with you. Kind of interesting idea, yeah? What else you got? hoodies and Ugg boots. So that's all that kind of HIG stuff, isn't it? I wonder if we put HIG in. Is that how I spell HIG? Nope, must be not how I spell it. What's the Scandinavian thing? Oh, thank you very much. There you go. HIG. See my childlike spelling of that. Here we go. All right, so maybe this kind of happens as well. Maybe this kind of, it's all books at the minute, but maybe HIG Deco. Let's try that. Maybe it's more of this. I've got no idea. What's our search volume like for HIG in Germany? Pretty decent market. Calendars. Why would anybody want a HIG calendar? Interesting. Any more? Solar LED lanterns. Yeah. And maybe it's a survival thing as well that people kind of get into as well. Maybe they go more like that kind of crazy survivalist thing, particularly if nuclear war comes onto the table. Holy shit. Emergency packs, absolutely. Heating vests, oh, well, they're going off. So everybody's advertising this with guys, which is kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. Or, oh, there's our first female. And these are all, that's exactly how I would advertise that, as with a attractive female on it, even if I was selling to guys. For workmen, okay, that makes sense. There you go. That's kind of interesting. I find stuff like that fascinating to think about the potentials of that. When I used to be an affiliate marketer, we used to do this all the time. Think about what potential products would go mad as a result of world events. Stock pickers do this all the time as well. What are the implications on companies and the stock prices of companies for world events? What are that? And this is kind of just a variation on that. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of professional e-commerce sellers right around the world with over 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of e-commerce professionals right around the world with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. That link is in the description below, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.